Welcome class 5 in your science class, and as we started in our last class rocks and minerals, we will continue the chapter, but I will give you the brief description whatever I have explained you in my last class, because I have given you just the introduction of the rocks and minerals and how they are being formed. So we know how the rocks and minerals are being formed and how the soil is being formed on which we just walk on, we do all the type of work, the trees grown on this soil. So our earth is made up of soil and rocks. Rocks are found everywhere, and these rocks, when they broke down into the pieces, and these pieces of the rocks or these smaller pieces of the rocks when become meshed and they changes into the granular structure or in a fine powder, that time they are called the soil. So first of all, we come to know how many types of rocks are there. So there are so many types of rocks: igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. We know mainly there are three types of rocks, namely igneous rock, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rock. Now at first we will start our igneous rock. So what is igneous rock? At first we will come to know what is igneous rock. So we know the center of the earth is made up of molten metal and molten gases are there inside the, if we think or we will see the structure of the earth, it is surrounded, or you can say it's round in shape or geoid in shape. So inside the rock, inside the earth, there are gaseous and molten stage of metals are there. So when they come out in the form of volcanic eruption, we know there are so many volcanoes. When they erupted, these metals, these minerals along with the gases, they gushes out from the volcanic eruption and they just flow out in the on the surface of the earth. So when they are coming out in that time, when they are flowing out from the volcano, that time this type of material is called the magma, and when it comes on the surface of the earth, that time it is called lava. Okay, so this is the formation of the igneous rock, and they layered after layer, they get just collected, they are layer after layer, they are being solidified and makes the rock. So this is the way the igneous rocks are formed. Here it is given, the center of the earth is made up of hot molten rock called magma. So the hot molten rock, or you can say the metals, the soil particles, the minerals, whatever the things are in the rocks, they are in their molten stage or they are in their liquid state. So when a volcano erupts, this magma flows out of the surface of the earth. And when a volcanic eruption happens, it throws out from the middle portion of the earth, it comes out on the surface or on the crust of the earth. So the magma that reaches the surface of the earth is called lava. So when once it comes out inside the earth, it is called magma, and when it comes out solidified, when it comes out and it becomes solidified, that time it forms the lava. So whenever it is inside the earth, or you can say in the center portion of the earth, that time it is in a molten stage. When once it comes down, it started to be cooling. So that time it is called lava, and this lava is become gradually solidified to form the igneous rock. Now we will talk about, and now we will discuss about how many type of igneous rocks are there. So we will just divide the igneous rock. There are basalt is a type of igneous rock. Basalt is first form of igneous rock, and the second type of igneous rock is granite. And the third type of igneous rock is pumice. And the fourth type of igneous rock is called obsidian. So now we came to know there are 4 type of these, all are types of igneous rock. So how they are forming? Due to the volcanic eruptions, the magma comes out on the surface of the earth, they become cool, they become solidified to form the rocks, and now on the different layers of the igneous rock we will find basalt, granite, pumice and obsidian, and they are having different kinds of function. So at first we will talk about, or we will discuss about the basalt. What type of rock is basalt is? It is a type of igneous rock first of all. So basalt is a igneous rock formed by the rapid cooling of lava. So when the magma is coming out on the surface of the earth, it becomes cool. The faster the portion of the lava which cools very faster or fasterly, which becomes cool on the earth's surface, so it is called the basalt. So it is dense, dark in color and has fine grains. So what are the characteristics? They are dark in color, fine grains, but the edges of rock are very sharp, and it is due to how it is formed? It is formed due to rapid cooling. So how this rock or the basalt form of the rock is formed? They are formed when the lava is solidified. The portion of the lava which cools very faster or rapidly, it cools down, and it forms a dark color rock which are having the fine grains. Their grains are not coarse, their grains are not bigger one, they are fine coarse, or you can say the fine grains are found in this type of rock, and edges of the rocks are very sharp. So these are the characteristics we can find in the basalt rock, which is a igneous rock. So what are the characteristics? They are very fine in nature, their edges are sharp, and they are usually dark in color. And how they form? They are forming due to the rapid cooling of the lava, or you can say the solidifying of the lava, in which portions it gets rapid and very earlier. These type of rocks are forming the rock, or you can say the basalt rock. These are called the, another name of this basalt salt is scoria rock. So what is the another name? You can know about it, scoria rock. S-C-O-R-I-A. Scoria rock is also called to this type of basalt. Okay, so this is the first type of basalt which we come to know. It is a type of rock. They are very dark, fine grains. Edges of this edges of the rock are very sharp, and they are also called scoria rock. So this is the first type of igneous rock. Now we will read about the second type of rock, that is granite. So how the granite forms, we'll come to know. It is formed when magma cools below the earth's surface. So when the lava is solidifying, it is changes into scoria or the basalt. But when the magma which is not coming out from the earth's surface due to the volcanic eruptions, these type of rock are just cooling under or below the earth's surface. So it is not coming out on the surface, or you can say it is not coming out on the crust of the earth. So they are cooling rapidly, but they cools below the earth's surface. That means they are not coming out. It is the most common igneous rock. As we know, granite, everywhere we can see granite. In our kitchen we can see the slabs of our kitchens are made up of this granite slab. So it is a common type of igneous rock, and three main mineral present in the in this type of rock are, which are they? Quartz, feldspar and mica. Have you seen granite rocks are sometimes they just brighten and they glitter sometime, isn't it? So why they are glittering? Because mica is there, and due to the mica and quartz, they are giving the shining, just like the stars. Sometimes they brighten up and sometimes they shines or glitters. Okay, so this is a type of granite. and it is maybe black, gray, white or pink in color. It is very hard, therefore used for the flooring of the house, making statues and paving roads. So what are the things? Granite, how they are forming? They cools. First number you have to remember, cools below the earth surface. So the first point or the first character of this granite rock is it is not coming out on the surface. This type of rocks are forming due to the cooling of the magma below the earth surface. And the second character, if we will see, what is the second character? Minerals are present, quartz, feldspar, and mica. These three minerals are present in this granite. So they cool below the earth surface. There are three main minerals are present. They are quartz, feldspar and mica. So three minerals are present. What are the colors of this granite? The color of the granites are gray, white, pink. Third character, they are generally gray, white and pink. So usually we see the three colors of this type of granite. Generally they are gray, white or pink in color. And what else? They are very hard. What are the uses? Flooring, first use is we make the floor of the house, statues, and paving, roads. So if we will see the second type of igneous rock, that is granite. What are the main characteristics of the granite? First one is the lava is not coming out on the surface of the earth. Granite forms due to the magma which is cooling below the earth surface. So it is a very important point you have to remember. Third one is which minerals are present in this type of rock. There are three main minerals are present: quartz, feldspar and mica. That's why in few places of granite we can see they are glittering and they glitters a little. They becomes just a sparkle somewhere. Okay. So this is due to the quartz and mica. Feldspar, quartz and mica, these three minerals are present in this type of rock. And the next one is gray and white. What kind of colors we can find the granite? So granite are usually gray color, pink color or white color. And we use this type as this is very hard type of rock and this is a very hard rock. So generally we use for the flooring of the houses. Sometimes we make the just flooring on the kitchen also, and we can see makeup of statues. Granite is also used to make the statues, and sometimes we pave or we do the roofing of our house. So under the paving means we are just making the on the cemented part, we just use this granite to make a different look and we pave the roof. So it will not become breakdown and it is a very hard type of roof. So these all we can say these all are the important character of this granite. Third one is pumice. We know pumice is a very light type of rock. It is also igneous rock. And when we see the lava is coming out and some bubbles comes out and float on the lava. So the pumice is a type of rock which are after solidifying or after cooling, the bubbles are trapped inside this rock, or you can say there are some air spaces That's why there are so many holes in this type of rock, and they are not so hard in nature, they are weak in nature, but they are coarse in nature. So sometimes we use these type of rocks to brushen up our legs and some places of our body organ to clean them, because they just give a good rubbing for cleaning our body. So pumice is a type of rock, or you can say it is a light grey or cream colored rock formed quickly cooling off frothy lava. Frothy lava means when the lava is cooling down, you will see a surface of floating material on the surface of the lava, and there are so many bubbles are present, and these bubbles are actually trapping of air, or some the gases are coming out from the lava. That time they trap inside the rock, and the rocks are very perforated, or you can say there are so many holes in the rock. Okay, so the Forti lava, it is the only rock that can float. It has many holes made by the air trapped inside at the time of its formation, and it is used as scrubbing stone to remove rough dead skin from the body. Dentists use powdered pumice for polishing our teeth. So what is the next use? Dentists also use it for polishing our teeth. So this is a special type of rock, or you can say it is a quick cooling of Forti lava. So how it makes? It is makes, or you can say quick cooling of Forti means which is floating on the surface. Okay, so it is frothy lava. Frothy lava which is coming out and floating on the surface of the lava, this is called the frothy lava. And the second characteristics we come to know that it is air, it has many holes, it traps air, so holes are present. As it quickly cool off, so air is trapped inside this type of rock, and there are holes are present, so they can float easily. And what is the uses? What are the uses? We use it as, how we are using it? Removing dead skin and polishing teeth. Removing dead skin, and dentists use it for polishing our, it is also used for polishing our teeth. Okay. Okay, now the fourth type of rock is a obsidian rock. Or what are the characteristics of the obsidian rock? It is formed by quick cooling of lava. It looks like a glass, and it is black or dark in color. Due to the sharp edges, it is used in making or cutting of jewelry. So it is a more or less, it is a type of basalt, but basalt doesn't have any glassy looking or glass look, but this obsidian having very shiny surface, it looks like a glass, or it is a glassy appearance. So there is a difference between their look, or you can say this is a different rock, it is a obsidian. So what is obsidian? Obsidian, it also forms quick cooling of lava. It forms due to quick cooling of lava, it forms due to the quick cooling of lava, and secondly, black or dark in color, black or dark color, and what is the next? Black or dark in color, and sharp edged. Third point is sharp edges, sharp edged or sharp edges are there in this type of rock. And the last one is using, or what is the uses of this rock? So we use it making or cutting of jewelry. Use is making or cutting of jewelry. So this is different type of characters we have discussed here. So what we have discussed? Different type of igneous rocks which are having different type of uses and their look and how they are being formed. So first one we have discussed about the granite. So granite is a type of rock which is a igneous rock, and how the igneous rocks form? As the magma comes out on the surface, they become cooled down, and after cooling they forms the different, on the different surfaces they make the different types of rock. So there are different types of igneous rock. So the first one is basalt. Basalt is a type of rock, or basalt is a type of igneous rock which are dark and fine, which are dark in color. They are having the fine grains, they are not having the coarse grain, they are having the fine grains, and edges of the rock are very sharp, and they are used for making different kind of articles. Now we can say this is due, it is formed, this type of rock is formed due to the rapid cooling of the lava which are solidified on the surface of the earth. So this is a type of rock you can see, or you can characterize or categorize it is as a basalt. Now the next one is granite. So the second igneous rock is granite rock, and we know this is a different type of cooling. The magma does not come out from the volcanic eruption. The amount of the magma which cools down on the surface of the earth or below the surface of the earth, that type of rocks, when it forms, this type of rocks, igneous rocks, are called granite rocks. And granite is very common. We know the name of granite. So it cools below the earth's surface. And what are the minerals present in this type of granite? We can see quartz, feldspar and mica. These are the three main kind of minerals we find in granite. Okay. Now what are the colors of the granite? We can find grey color granite, white color, as well as the pink color granite we can find easily. And this is very hard type of rock. That's why this type of granite is used for the flooring of our houses. Sometimes we use it as a paving of our roof, or we make the roof out of this granite. At first we give the cement and all that, and on the upper surface of this we just adjust this granite. So it looks good and it is very hard in nature. Next one is the pumice. Pumice is a very light type of rock, and how it forms? It forms when the lava comes out on the surface of the earth. Some little bit substance or the uppermost substance which are already air has been trapped. How the air has been trapped? Because gases wants to go out from this material, but few gases are being trapped within the rocks. So when these rocks are being trapped, they are the material become hollow within inside, and they forms lots of holes within the pumice, and so this pumice is very light in nature, and they are not so hard and not so weighty. And this type of pumice, they can float on the water also, and it can float on the due to the trapping of air and due to the presence of so many holes. And what else? Why we use this type of pumice? We use the pumice for removing the dead skin or the dead cells of our body. So we use as a, because its surface is coarse surface, it is not so smooth, so we can remove our dead cells and we can clean our body with the help of this pumice stone, as well as doctors or the dentist who take care of our teeth, they take the pumice stone for the polishing of the teeth. Okay, the last one is the obsidian. It is also formed by the quick cooling of the lava, but there is a difference because this is not like the basalt. Its appearance is glassy, so it is very bright in color, and it gives a glitter, or you can say somewhere it sparkles in the some places, and it seems to be a glass, but it is actually not a glass. It is a shiny igneous rock, or you can say it is obsidian. It is very dark in color, and due to its sharp edge, it is used to making jewelry, and sometimes we use this type of stones or this type of rocks for cutting the jewelries. Okay, so that's all for the igneous rock. And see, these all diagrams you have to make on your copy. I will give you the question answers. So in front of the question answers, you have to draw this basalt, as well as you have to color them, so that the colors will be show the difference, different type of these characters of the different type of colors, and different type of characters will be shown on the picture. Okay, now pumice is somewhere they are air being trapped, so you have to show this, and this glassy appearance of the obsidian. So these all about the igneous rock. Next we will talk about the sedimentary rock, which are formed due to the carrying of soil, water, and different type of rocks. They are being collected on the shores, and they are being layered after layer, they are being cemented. So this is called the sedimentary rock, because they are being collected in a layers. First layer is being trapped, first layer is being collected, and then the second layer of the soil, and there's this type of rocks, minerals, these come and they again form the second layer, and due to the deposition of layer after layer, the lowest layers, or you can say the layers which are in the below stage, or which are under the upper layers are there, and which are in the down stage, they are being pressed so much, and they have formed a hard substance, or you can say they convert it into the rocks. So these all about today, and next day I will take the sedimentary rock in detail, and the other examples and other type of the sedimentary rock. Okay, that's all for the day. Have a nice